Man, things got wild when Charleston White came for Shannon Sharpe. He didn't just speak his mind. He straight up torched the man's reputation in front of millions.
You dealing with a young 20-year-old conniving, manipulative, low-down, white. I'm talking about a dirty. You all know better, Shannon. Much as you talking, like you say you won't even get on the elevator with a woman by yourself. How you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old, damn near teeny bop, little old young white bitch get you 50 mil?
The internet lit up after Charleston claimed Shannon got fired over a snow bunny. And the way he said it had folks talking all night. You could tell Charleston wasn't just trying to throw shade. He wanted to drag Shannon into the spotlight and make him feel the heat. He went off saying Sharpe lost his edge, that he switched up once he started mingling in Hollywood circles.
Obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really, the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen.
According to Charleston, Shannon turned from a real one into a company man, chasing fame instead of keeping it raw and authentic. And when that snow bunny rumor came out, the supposed story about Shannon being involved with a white woman that supposedly caused drama at work, Charleston pounced like a wolf.
You all know better, Shannon. Much shit as you talking, like you say you won't even get on the elevator with a woman by yourself. How you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old, damn near teeny bop, little old young white get you 50 mil? You offered a pink toe Peckerwood 10 million, boy.
Now, Charleston White is known for stirring up controversy, but this time he seemed laser focused. He said Shannon's downfall was coming, that the man had sold out for attention. He mocked Shannon's TV smile, saying he'd been too comfortable since moving from Undisputed with Skip Bayless to Club Shay Shay, calling him Hollywood soft. Charleston said these brothers get a little shine and they forget who they are. And people in the comments were eating it up. The thing is, there's no official proof Shannon got fired because of this so-called snow bunny scandal. But Charleston made it sound like gospel truth. He said they kicked him out because he couldn't control himself, implying Shannon's relationship choices backfired. He threw in racial undertones too, saying Sharpe wanted validation from the wrong crowd.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me.
I say you're just gonna get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know, that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice.
It was spicy, controversial, and messy. Exactly the kind of storm Charleston loves to start. The internet split fast. Some said Charleston was just hating because Shannon's on top, living the kind of lifestyle he could only talk about. Others said maybe Charleston had a point, that Shannon's been looking more Hollywood lately, trading his roots for fame and attention.
Obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really, the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me. when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been.
Charleston doubled down, calling him fake woke and plastic muscle, roasting him for being all brawn and no backbone. It was brutal. What made it worse was the way Charleston framed it, saying Shannon sold out his people for a taste of luxury. He painted the picture of a man who traded his soul for social clout all over a so-called snow bunny. And just like that, the rumor mill spun out of control. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everyone had a take. And the story just kept evolving. Even though no official outlet confirmed Shannon was fired or suspended, Charleston's delivery made people believe it. That's his power, turning half-truths into headline drama. Whether it's true or not, Charleston's attack hit hard because it played on real public tension.
Shannon Sharpe, he really don't like me. I done call all the football players, man, big old dumb stupid ass. You know, so I done offended and insulted everybody. Yeah. But you gotta understand, homie, I done said some horrible things about Dion and the boys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this an alumni.
Yeah, that's why.
I said some horrible things about Dion is the modern day Bill Cosby and them boys is Theo Huxtable and yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's the modern day of that. You know, this is who we, you know, so we idolize this family. Dion is the ideal father in the black community. This is, yeah. So, and here I am attacking him in his toe, in his boy.
Race, fame, and image in the entertainment industry. People started debating, why do successful black men get criticized so harshly for dating white women? Why do voices like Charleston's always pop up when a black celebrity makes it big? It wasn't just gossip. It turned into a full-blown social conversation. Charleston knows how to stir that pot, and this time he cooked up something explosive. Shannon Sharpe hasn't said much publicly about it, but his silence only made people talk more.
I'm the with the game. That's why I stay at the strip club with real. When you dealing with whole problems, you ain't got these problems. You dealing with these little just trying to hit a lick. You dealing with a young 20-year-old conniving, manipulative, low-down, white. I'm talking about a dirty, funky.
When Charleston White drops a bomb, the echo always lasts longer than the facts behind it. After Charleston White's outburst, things took a wild turn online. Every gossip channel, podcast, and reaction page jumped on the story, spreading clips of Charleston's rant like wildfire. He wasn't holding back. He went after Shannon Sharpe's personality, his lifestyle, and even how he talks on camera. Charleston claims Shannon only acts tough when he's around cameras, but behind the scenes, he's just another puppet in a suit, he said. That man went from country strong to corporate soft, and people couldn't stop laughing or arguing. The disrespect was bold, but that's Charleston's signature move. He attacks from angles most folks won't touch. He accused Shannon of switching sides, saying the Snow Bunny scandal was proof he'd lost his identity. Whether or not that was true didn't matter. Charleston knew the internet eats up stories like that. The way Charleston framed it was more about image than proof. He called Shannon's TV persona a mask, saying he wants to sound like he belongs in those white spaces, but deep down he's just pretending. Then he claimed that the industry rewards that behavior, pushing people like Shannon forward while ignoring real voices from the streets. That's the thing about Charleston. Beneath all that chaos, he sometimes hits on uncomfortable truths. He said Shannon forgot how to talk to his own people, chasing acceptance from folks who never respected him. And when Charleston brought race into it, that's when things exploded online. He said, these men love the spotlight so much they'll dim their own color to fit in. It was wild. Comment sections turned into battlegrounds. Some said Charleston was spitting facts. Others said he was jealous because Shannon made it legit. Charleston even mocked Shannon's success story, saying it was built off the backs of controversy and partnerships with people who'd never let him sit at the real table. He laughed and said, they let him sip from the cup but never pour him a glass. The disrespect was crazy, but people couldn't look away. That's how Charleston keeps his name trending. He mixes truth, humor, and chaos until people can't tell what's real and what's trolling. He knows exactly how to push a narrative that feels believable, even when it's not confirmed. Meanwhile, Shannon kept quiet, staying focused on his projects, especially Club Shay Shay. But silence in the internet age just fuels more speculation, and Charleston knows that too. Every time Shannon didn't respond, Charleston made it sound like guilt. He said, if I'm lying, why he ain't talking? And boom, the rumor grew even stronger. By the time other creators picked it up, the Snow Bunny scandal had morphed into 10 different stories. Some saying Shannon got fired, others saying he was suspended, and some even claiming he'd been blackballed. None of that had official receipts, but the drama was too juicy to ignore. That's the dangerous part of Charleston's style. He mixes gossip with social commentary, and before long, it sounds like truth. The man's a master at controlling narratives. He knows the game. If you talk loud enough, people start listening. And if you sound confident enough, they start believing. What made this hit harder was how Charleston touched a nerve in the Black community about fame, identity, and loyalty. He turned a rumor into a cultural debate, and Shannon Sharpe, whether he liked it or not, became the face of that argument. As the buzz kept growing, Charleston White doubled down like only he can. He wasn't satisfied with just calling Shannon Sharpe out. He wanted to bury him in the public eye. He dropped follow-up videos, each one louder and more ruthless than the last. He accused Shannon of living two lives, one as the smooth-talking TV host and another behind closed doors where he allegedly acts brand new. Charleston said, "That man don't stand on nothing no more. He stand on ratings," and it spread everywhere. Even people who never watched sports started talking about it. It wasn't just about Shannon's alleged Snow Bunny scandal anymore. It turned into a story about how fame changes a person, how being in Hollywood makes some forget who they are. Charleston's words stung because they echoed what many already whispered, that Shannon had traded realness for recognition. But here's the twist. No proof ever showed up. No news outlet confirmed Shannon got fired. No official statement came out about a scandal, and no Snow Bunny evidence surfaced anywhere. Still, the story grew legs because people wanted to believe it. Charleston knew that controversy gets clicks faster than clarity ever will. Every video he made turned into a viral hit, and every headline mentioning both names kept trending. It became a perfect example of how modern fame works. Truth becomes optional, but drama becomes essential. Shannon, on the other hand, handled it like a veteran. Instead of clapping back, he stayed silent, stayed sharp, and let his work speak for itself. He posted interviews, motivational clips, and sports talk like nothing ever happened. That calmness irritated Charleston even more, and he fired off more shots, saying Shannon was too scared to speak up. But in reality, Shannon knew engaging would only feed the chaos. The deeper message behind this whole mess was about how quickly online culture turns rumor into reality. One man's rant can stain another's reputation before sunrise. Charleston may be entertaining, but he plays with fire, and sometimes his flames catch innocent people. He thrives on drama, twisting tension into spectacle, and fans love him for it. Still, this Shannon Sharpe situation showed how dangerous that can get when personal lives get dragged into public judgment. It also sparked bigger conversations. Why do people love to see successful figures torn down? Why does the internet reward outrage more than truth? Charleston White's words weren't just attacks. They were reflections of how messy fame and race collide in today's world. He hit nerves that go beyond Shannon, about identity, acceptance, and how quickly fans turn to critics. In the end, Charleston's so-called expose didn't destroy Shannon. If anything, it reminded people how strong Shannon's brand really is. The man's still out here winning, running Club Shay Shay, locking down interviews with major stars and keeping his image clean. Meanwhile, Charleston keeps building his own fame off chaos, playing the internet like a piano. That's the wild part. Both men walk away bigger than before. Charleston got the views and attention he wanted, and Shannon got sympathy and new respect for keeping his cool. But make no mistake, the feud exposed how fast false stories can catch fire and how hard it is to put them out once they spread. This wasn't just gossip. It was a masterclass in modern controversy. One loud voice, one catchy phrase, and boom, the internet runs with it. And whether it's fact or fiction, one thing's for sure. Charleston White knows how to make noise, and Shannon Sharpe just showed he knows how to rise above it.